the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semi-final collision. Returner choosing to field this one. Excellent work by the coverage team is brought down after just a short return. So NC State's offense is on the field for the first time today. So here we are, the semifinal stage, the final 4 teams with a chance to win a championship. Every stage of the playoff, Kirk, a little bit more intensity, a little bit more pressure, and now the winner tonight can head off to the national championship game.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how much is at stake for both of these teams. And to me, what I've learned in watching these playoffs, the bigger that they've gotten, is that the teams that are able to deal with the mental aspects of the game and deal with the challenges that come with them, who can endure this pressure, is the team that's going to have the advantage and eventually is going to advance to the national championship.
He's going to hand this off. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Pulls it in. It smothers. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking to throw. It's Wilson. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Anderson. The defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And he's intercepted. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Well, just a tough way to start this game for this offense, throwing an interception on their very first drive. Now, see how their own defense will do, but they cannot panic, make a couple adjustments, and get ready next time they get the ball.
First and 10, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Breaks loose at the 40. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. First down now at the 48. What a difference one play can make from being backed up to out near midfield. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. It's Stockton. Short pass finds the tight end. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. That is broken up and incomplete.
Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker. He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guys. But this linebacker steps in front of him and makes a heck of a play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Frazier.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Returner looking to create better field position. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Grab down the middle. It's Anderson. Really solid 1st down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on 2nd down. Here comes a handoff. Tackle, but 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. He's running out of time here. He cannot escape. It's a sack. Punt team making away on the field. He's on to boot it away now. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. On 1st down, it's play action. Caught over the middle. It's Young. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Now it's 2nd down here. To the air. It's Stockton. Here's a throw underneath to the back. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Taking a shot deep down the right side. It's caught at the 25, and he's still going. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial 2nd quarter beginning right now. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? quick completion to the tight end. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time with good recognition by the quarterback, then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Wilson. Looking for the wideout. Oh, and he flat dropped it. It's going to bring up third down for this offense. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. The pass rush closing in. Oh, they trap him for a sack. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. The shotgun handoff here.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Taking a deep shot here to the right. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Just gets it away, taking a shot. Catch made inside the 10. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. The Dogs will line up now. It's first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down.
Talking.
The pass rush gets home.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Pressure is coming. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Dogs.
What a threat for this offense to have a weapon like this at quarterback. Down in the red zone, surveying the coverage. Nobody open, so he does it himself with his legs and gets to the end zone for the touchdown.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Gets made on the out route. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And completion makes it second and short. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this.
It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down. The drive keeps going.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. NC State comes to the line quickly. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw it again. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Wilson. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. 1st down. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout, NC State.
1st and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Wilson. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
Now it's 3rd down and goal for the offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, North Carolina State, as they fight back here in this playoff game. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
NC State, 7.
He'll return it from inside the 5. He lost the ball. It's a wild scramble. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Throws it to the right. Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on 1st down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, guess that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The Bulldogs will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Quarterback spikes the ball. He stopped the clock.
No gain on the play.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Running out of time in the pocket. In the clear at the 25. Touchdown, Georgia. Too much speed for the defense.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense once again trying to run down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
Nobody's getting through. Oh, man, this shit is out of pocket. Like, everybody gets blocked. Every play. Them niggas getting treated. Like, come on.
And they'll set up for the PAT. Extra point makes it a 17-point game. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it'll be better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Anderson. They bring him down, but a solid game there in first down. Needs to be just inches short of the mark. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Here he goes. 10. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a first and goal.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Dropping back, it's Wilson. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Risky throw here on second down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what...
Loaders into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State.
That's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Turn starts inside the 15. The coverage team brings him down on the final play of this first half. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. These quarterbacks have been wheeling and dealing. A little bit of everything through two quarters. Exactly what we expected all week, if not even exceeding those lofty expectations. Feels like the defense that can at least contain one of these dual threats is going to be celebrating a hard-fought victory, although easier said than done. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. NC State will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The passing game's been on fire. The defense has had no answer for it. Let's see if they found some solutions at halftime. First play of the second half is a handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Scanning the field. It's Stockton. Grab behind the line. It's Branch. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Can he make it to the marker?
Stop, yeah.
He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up 4th and short. The Bulldogs will have to kick this away. And the offense forced to punt for the first time tonight. The coverage seemed able to bring the returner to the ground. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. Takes the handoff. It's Smothers. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional. I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Moves out of the pocket. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about...
Looking to make a play deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make.
Looking deep down the left side. And it's broken up. Great play by the DB, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold it.
So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw again. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost him.
Here's the throw deep downfield. Oh, he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain. 2nd and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion. Makes the grab. It's Branch. 3rd down play for this offense. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Deep shot toward the end zone.
Wow, biggest nothing this one.
A huge gain slips through his hands.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
So out comes the field goal team from a long way out. They're putting a whole lot of faith in this kicker. And he's got it. A booming kick. What a howitzer. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50+.
He stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. Quick throw to his receiver. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Oh, man. You have a good play dialed up and a great chance at yards, and it goes right through his hands. That'll drive the offensive coordinator in the booth absolutely crazy.
He's looking to scramble. Breaking free at the 35. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Testing the right side here. As the first down is still going. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. 2nd down play coming up. They'll run it here. They make the stop, buck the offense, and set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Hunt over the middle. It's Rodgers. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Grab down the middle. It's Scott. Good enough for first down yardage.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Wilson. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
And his defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force him to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. The defense backed up against their own end zone. And they're trying to punch it in here. They can't punch it in on the ground. The defense holding firm there on first down.
That back just had nowhere to go. got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
The call is quarterback sneak. Defense bringing out some big fellas trying to stuff the run here. Trying to convert with the sneak. Touchdown, Wolfpack, as they come roaring back now. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And now here comes the point after attempt. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets while we have a chance. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return starts from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Handoff running right. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Short loss on the play. Sets up second and long from the 18. And he's got it again. He's going to make the stop after a short gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Defense will wrap them up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. The Dogs will line up to kick it away. Second punt now. His first was a beauty. See if he can make a play on this return. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Here comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Second down after that previous play. On the run, it's Smothers. Looks like NC State will have the first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
The player is down injured after that last play. Let's take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up the third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Good shit,
Catch made on
boy.
the right
To the
side. That's a big
ceiling.
gain.
Let's see.
Touchdown, North Carolina State. They battle back to get even now.
Man, this defense coordinator better adjust to this receiver. All they did was get him the ball in space, and you can see what he can do after the catch. One defender will not slow this receiver down today. You better bracket him or use double coverage.
Going up 40. Good sweet. Go to the outside.
See if they can convert the point after. The PAT is up and good. They take a 1-point lead here in the final quarter. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And the back gets the football. First down, looking for more now. It's a nice game. They move the football up to the 27. And that run is good for first down yards. New set of downs for this offense. Back to pass. It's Stockton. The receiver makes the catch. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. Handoff to the back. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Trying to pick up the 3rd-down yardage on the ground. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run. Dogs bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. No fair catch. He feels the punt. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. 2 and clock with the running game. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Wilson. Snags it for throw. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. NC State getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. Here's the 2nd down play. And the offense will just take a knee. That's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
So